welcome back to Good Day State Line. We love getting the inside travel scoop with Sandra, the Enchanted Traveler. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I feel like so many people are talking about trips that they want to go on. In fact, about 20 minutes ago, we were all talking about in here how we want to go on some trips. So it's perfect that you're here. You're here today. What kind of trips do you want to talk about?
Cruising is back, big time. During the pandemic, cruising was completely shut down for quite a while, and then when they were allowed to sail again, they were only allowed to sail at partial capacity and all of that. So most restrictions are gone and most things are back to normal now. So there's a real pent-up demand for cruising as well.
That's perfect, especially this time of year if you live here. Minus today, this week when it's been a little warmer.
Stay home today.
Yeah, but it's going to get cold and you're going to want to go somewhere warm, and so there's just a lot more options now, right?
Definitely. So during the pandemic, although cruising was down, cruise lines were doing some pretty amazing things. So the Royal Caribbean just launched, or will be launching the newest version of the largest cruise ship in the world. It's the Icon of the Seas. It starts sailing in January 2024. It will sail 7-night itineraries out of Miami, alternating between Eastern and Western Caribbean each week, kind of thing. And it is the most spectacular ship. There's nothing else like it. It has like a thrill water park. It has this option to you're tethered to the ship way up high and you walk a plank that disappears out from under your feet kind of thing, if you are into that. Or my more favorite item is the infinity pool. So there are 7 pools on this ship, 1 for every day. The infinity pool, you're just cruising along. It's like in the middle of the ship and you're just staring out at the ocean from the sides, from everywhere. They have different types of cabins as well that are, like a lot of cruise lines will have 1 or 2 family suites that are very, very expensive. This has family suites that have extra space for the kids, but there are a whole lot of them. They're much more affordable. And then Virgin Voyages is a new cruise line owned by Richard Branson that launched. It actually, the first cruise ship was on its way to Miami to start sailing in March of 2020 when the world shut down. Yeah. And it just got stuck out at sea waiting for permission to come into the country. So it started sailing last year, and it's the only adults only all-inclusive cruise line. Okay. So it's adults only, and it reflects Richard Branson's personality, which is fascinating. So it's very health conscious. It has vegan restaurants, for example. But also the philosophy is retox detox. So healthy party. So
I mean, it's better than party not healthy, right?
Right. And then all of the sailings, all of the Caribbean and Bahamas sailings actually stop at his private island experience in Bimini, which is modeled on Ibiza. Okay. So, and the part of the attraction is they stay in port longer, so you can stay in port until the evening and enjoy the evening. So every night there's a big bonfire at his, adults only bonfire at his private island. It's a really unique cruise line. So there are those.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about whether it's adults only or family, just kind of oriented so that you know what kind of trip you're going to have, right? Yep. Other than that middle of the road where you're like, we're not sure if there's going to be a lot of kids here, but we're allowed to bring ours. But like that's kind of nice to just be so clear cut.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So what about, I have here written something about deposits being due at booking.
So right now is the perfect time to think about the gift of travel for Christmas. Okay. Nobody already has it. It gets everybody.
I like that.
And pretty much everybody really wants something right now. So, for most trips that you book, you really only need to put down a deposit when you book, unless you're traveling like immediately kind of thing. So for a Disney World vacation, for example, it's a $200 deposit per room, no matter how expensive your trip is. So, that's probably something you can put together to put under the tree, even if you don't have the money to put the whole package together right now. And it's a good idea to be planning quite far out. For cruises especially as well, I know I was booking people in the summer and we were having to look at different ships because they were already booked up. So out to next summer already. So, it's good to think about it now, put the deposit down and put it on your calendar. Most people don't use all of their vacation days. Yeah. So if you put it on your calendar in the same way that you would make a goal, I always say make your travel goals. Put them on your calendar because otherwise you don't do it and you need it. Yes. All the studies show that people benefit, even just from having a trip on your calendar. Yeah. Even if you haven't gone yet.
That's cool. I like that. I'm just going to write stuff down. All right. So if people want to get in touch with you and have them help them have the best vacation ever, how can we get in touch with you, Sandra?
By email at sandra@theenchantedtraveler.com, or my cell phone number is 708-669-9089.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you very much for having me.
Coming up next, we're falling in love with Rockford and Rockford Art Deli on Air Friday. Don't go anywhere.